On December 29th, MG removed a video containing proof AI was used for tracks Timeless and All Red. The video contained isolated vocals from both tracks, arguing inconsistencies in the cadences and AI-like artifacts within the vocals. It sounds real, but not always quite there. Points where it fails to say words naturally, swiftly, vowels clearly. Lucky for Jordan Carter, the ghostwriter trapped in the opium catacombs used an AI model just good enough to trick his fanbase on a wide scale into thinking it's him. Winding down from the incident of December 26th, the community is currently split on whether the tracks are AI or not, some dismissing the rumors, and some fearing the release of an AI-ridden I Am Music, the third album release by Playboi Carti. Why would Carti choose to use AI vocals, despite being capable of doing human vocal performances that his supporters have fallen in love with? Our answer is in the title he's been advertising for nearly a year: I Am Music. We define real music to be made by humans, an authentic fingerprint that makes them the artist they are. But we can also come to the conclusion that real or human music is created by presence, something Carti has played with for nearly the entirety of his career. Even if he's speaking in the unintelligible language coined Cartinese, it's a feeling within the music his supporters resonate with. Even if he's not physically seen on stage, shrouded in smoke like he was on the King Vamp tour, only releasing hellish screams from a microphone as songs play through a speaker. He's consistently played with the idea that presence doesn't have to be bounded by normal conventions. We imagine presence to be something bounded by being physically near someone, but the digital era has allowed people to feel presence regardless of being thousands of miles away from each other. The best word for this is aura, a term popularized in the Carti community, defined by a unique presence or atmosphere someone has. Even despite the voices on these tracks being artificial, are they technically real because of the realistic presence they exude? In the digital age, to define something as real or not is futile, as anyone can merely create a persona and tone of voice of their choosing and pretend to be someone they're not. Our concept of real music is held up by an archaic image of presence, an image of someone performing into a microphone, an image that hasn't evolved since music began, or one we thought has never been necessary to. Now that AI exists, that commentary and discussion is now necessary. It's what I Am Music aims to do, whether painted as lazy or cutting edge. With every work of art, the value isn't always in its likability, but in the conversation it creates. The question is, should all Red enjoyers be mad they got vocally catfished by Jordan Carter? And if the album drops in this manner, should it be considered passable or deceptive? To most, using AI for I Am Music is the equivalent of providing his supporters with second-hand music. It's also using that hand to slap them in the face. I imagine his label has noted the strong reaction to the usage of AI, forcing Carti to go back to the drawing board with only weeks before 2025, which made him unable to fulfill the 2024 music promise. Especially with the upheaval of angry supporters, fed up with the accumulation of false promises and consistent lies, most pointing the finger to Playboi Carti himself, others to his management, his team, or his label. This is all alleged. Assuming the version of I Am Music is one completely made with AI vocals, one they at first encouraged to see how far they could push their agendas, whether that be artistic or label-inspired, and then backtracking with growing suspicions, stopping him from releasing it. If the release does in fact end up being AI, it will cause an initial outrage even worse than Whole Lotta Red, but may still create the desired discussion of what real music is. Regardless of whether I Am Music releases in the way I've predicted, in the following years, we could see more and more artists incorporating AI into their work, specifically with vocal inflections. The question is, Will I Am music be that moment of euphoria where fans are back in the good graces of Playboi Carti, or will it be something to the effect of Whole Lotta Red, where it's initially hated in exchange for its influence, people being able to look back to how influential it was? Playboi Carti is no stranger to capitalizing off his absence, not only in his career and music, but fathering his child. Whether this idea is artistic or a deluded level of self-importance, each year it gets harder to tell.
They want him to fly on Christmas Eve instead. Call Jordan. Yo, we're gonna lose the plane. We won't be able to see you at all on Christmas. This is what this motherfucker tells me. I'll be there in spirit. Really? Your son's first Christmas, you'll be there in spirit because you knowingly got on a plane knowing that would mean that me and him were stuck here in LA by ourselves with no